Army of Dead. All right, guys, Army of Dead sucked ass. Thanks for watching.
I was like, can we just talk about this whole episode? How shitty this movie was.
Okay, first, before we get into Army of Dead, what was your expectations of said movie before you watched
match
it?
with zombies. Oh, a Royal Rumble match with zombies.
Okay, Jake.
Pretty high.
Okay. Austin.
I was actually pretty excited for the movie.
Bruce, what'd you do? You were like, yeah, about this from the ground.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
No, I was actually really excited for the movie to come out. Because I was curious how Zack Snyder was going to do for this movie. And Batista being in it, I think it would have been a really good movie. But
did he say Batista?
No, I said Batista.
He's a barista.
I was like,
yeah, I Batista, can I give me another round?
Batista the barista. So stupid.
What the
Can I get
Hey,
a caramel
how about Starbucks? That's my
macchiato?
barista, Batista.
yeah, so
I
instead
gotta
of
get my
flipping
guy.
burgers, he should have been making coffee. He should have been a barista when they came and asked him.
Yes.
Where's my latte?
Large black coffee.
A what?
Large black coffee.
Do you mean a venti?
No, I mean a large.
He means a venti. Yeah, the biggest one you got.
Venti is large.
No, Venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Every single inch of the Batista bomb!
But I don't know if it's like because he's typecasted and he just doesn't have that gene. And there is people that can that legitimately have gone 7,000 acting classes to the best. They don't have that gene. It's just like with like, you know, I think of like acting in Hollywood when you get in those big movies, that's like playing professional football or playing professional baseball. You can have a dude who's, for instance, looks like The Rock that's going to play football, but he can't block or tackle for shit. You can look like that, but you could have a dude that looks like fucking me. Looks like an out of shape 28-year-old who could tackle better than a person who looks like The Rock. It's because you got to have that gene. I feel like that he's just typecasted, unfortunately. It is going to be action films, but I feel like if they would have made him like a character who Drax-like, where he didn't talk as much, or even a back character, and I get it, they wanted to give Batista a chance.
And it didn't work.
It could very well be that, 100%. But he also did that film where he was like the spy's what do you call it? Spy's daughter or some bullshit, whatever the fuck it's called. I haven't watched it.
He was the spy's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I haven't watched it, but I was told that that's actually pretty good. That he's pretty good acting in there. So I don't know if it's like that to Drax to this or Drax to that to this, because like I don't understand. I think at the beginning I was like, okay, it's going great. And then when the touchy-feely stuff, I was like, it's not that it was cringy. Okay, it was cringy, I'll be honest. It was a little cringy. I was really trying to like, all right, let's just get past trying to look at his face expressions. But every time he did one, it wasn't believable to me. That was the main thing. It didn't. I'm sure the writing was great, right?
This is him when he's sad. This is him when he's mad.
I'm sure maybe.
This is him when I'm happy.
I don't know.
Well, see, here's my reason for saying the writing was kind of ass, is the opening credits, where it goes between the female character. Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that or not. That was my bedtime alarm. It's set for 2 a.m. because I'm trying to be normal.
Okay.
But the opening credits where it shows the woman kind of hunting through zombies for her daughter and shit right during the quarantine happening, and then like she's getting attacked once they're closing it up, but then they both die and shit. I cared more about that story than the rest of the 2 hour and 20-minute bullshit that happened because they didn't say a word. So that's the difference between me saying the writing was shit and just because they could have done stories like that. It's just when it came to the dialogue, I didn't feel it. I didn't believe it. No. Like, you're going to show me that tragedy and then go to Batista, like having to stab his wife Dawn of the Dead style in the bathroom or whatever the fuck. Just so.
Yeah, it was very stale.
Yeah, it felt like the same writers of Mortal Kombat wrote this, like dialogue wise. tried to make it work. They were like, okay, here's the concept, write some dialogue. How the fuck? Kill some zombies. That's all you got to fucking do.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like they tried to write dialogue to a video game sequence and they couldn't. So that's why I'm saying, like,
Forgive me
action was good, but yeah.
But the dialogue of him trying to come up with a food truck idea, wasn't that off of a different movie? I could have sworn I've heard that, not those exact lines, but like they're
with his daughter.
Foreshadowing his big business he wants to start, and
his big break or whatever.
Now he did, but
yeah.
It's a very well known concept. I do not know about a food truck though. But I do know what you're talking about with the whole setup in general.
Yeah.
It's basically alluding that one of them's going to die at the end, and it was extremely obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably what it is. Is that it's just one of those horror
it's a movie trope,
cliches of like, hey, this is what my life is going to be after I get done with this, and obviously they're going to die.
Like what when this is all over, let's go to the Bahamas or some shit. It's like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then
speaking
of that, Brooks.
It doesn't even show her like doing his business. Like it just ends. Like, really, you're not even gonna like live his life. I mean, not live his life, but like live his dream. So.
She should have sold zombie burgers. You're right.
Yeah. She shouldn't have been a bitch. That's what she shouldn't have been. She was the main antagonist of this movie, not the zombies.
Guys, anybody listening, when Brooks gets close to that fucking mic and he's got the fucking hand, shit's about to go down.
He said, fuck that bitch. She should.
For real, Brooks, she was pissing me the fuck off.
How furious I was.
Yeah.
Also,
we saw it together.
You saw it together? Brooks was like,
we watched it together.
Man, this is...
I was like trying to watch the movie, and Brooks was like, dude, she's a fucking bitch. Fucking wrong with her. I'm like, can we finish the movie first, and then we can talk about it after?
I can see Brooks being like, bro, you see this shit? You see this bitch right here? Bitch crazy.
I even asked, what do you think? I was like, dude, this is dog shit. I'm done with this movie.
He goes, Brooks, it's just a movie. Zombie movie, calm down. Like,
and Brooks is like, fuck that. First of all, fuck that hoe. Fuck her mama.
Yeah.
They could have just made a classic zombie movie, like a Dawn of the Dead-esque zombie movie with unique zombies. They could have done that.
Justice League.
Do you think this is going to be another
a Whedon cut?
Part one of two, where the next Army of Dead is going to be 7 hours long, and it's going to be great.
Oh God!
I mean, can I tell you that the sad thing is they are going to make a sequel.
Yeah, no, I know that. No, there's 3 movies already written.
Yeah.
I remember he was saying that if it was doing pretty well, it did pretty good.
736 million people watched this fucking movie.
If I've known that, I would have not watched it.
I was looking on Google and it said 736 million watches. I was like, well, it looks like we're getting 17 more fucking movies of this.
Jeez.
But hey,
we're getting that, and then we're getting prequels of characters that died in this one. We're getting prequels of those.
Bright side.
I felt more
Batista won't be in the next
for
one.
The zombies. I felt more
unless they do a
prequel
prequel
than I did for the people.
Yeah, if they do because they're going to do prequels of the guy that shut the safe on the OP-ass character.
He's good though. He's a great character. He's a great character.
Yeah, he's a great character. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know who else they're gonna do or what other stories they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But how did you guys feel about the zombie tiger?
Loved it.
Derek, how did you feel about the zombie tiger?
The only part that I liked was when he ripped that bitch in half. The guy who was being a dick. Yeah. Other than that, yikes-a-roni.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask. What did y'all think about that concept of those type of zombies? Like how
I thought that was
smart
cool.
They were.
I thought I'm not saying it's original, but I liked that it wasn't just like just zombies. Like it gave some sort of a story for the zombies. It wasn't just
now.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you guys watch Game of Thrones.
I don't know
if Brooks or any of them did.
I seen
but
Game
the
of
White
Bones.
Well, the White Walkers in that are the same thing, where like the main guys just kind of lead the grunts around.
Yeah.
And they just kind of order them around and shit. So I feel like they either stole that concept or just kind of used that concept a little bit. I'm not saying that with like spite, but like that's all I was comparing it to the other time. And I don't know. Like I feel like they did good with making them unique, but they didn't do enough.
When was the books written? Were these written a long time ago?
For what?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, shit. He started A Song of Ice and Fire in the 90s at some point, I believe.
Because Return of the Living Dead actually did this trope in the 80s where they actually had, I think it was Return of the Living Dead 3 Necropolis, maybe? Or one before that? Anyways.
Well, that's the closest thing I can relate it to, because he did this with, like, he copied Tolkien's, like, orc tribes and shit, so it's kind of the same
but I was
thing.
saying like alphas, like they had in that series where like alphas was like that chick who, you know, at the beginning she was like taking off her bra and like dancing on the cemetery, and then when she turned she was like leading the people, you know, leading the other zombies and
the
shit.
Bride and shit.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying, I don't think either one nowadays there's nothing that's original. Something is if something is mixed with something else that was mixed, like I don't think there's ever been anything original since like the 1800s. I'm just going to be honest, except for inventors, of course. But like, you know, it's just hard to be original nowadays. So I don't know. But yeah.
So I feel like this movie was mainly made to be talked about rather than be enjoyed watching. Because like there's moments of the opening moments of them leaving the desert. There's 2 UFOs taking off in the background. I don't know if y'all saw that. Then the whole opening conversation, just look it up. Like if you rewatch the opening if you want to, but like in the background where it's like shining on the first dude that shows up on the screen, there's 2 UFOs in the background taking off, and the whole conversation is about them leaving Area 51, like in the desert. That's whenever that happens.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's number one hint right there. And then some of the zombies that die in the movie, I don't know if y'all caught the blue blood and some of the metallic faces that were kind of coming through, showing that they're kind of robots, or some of them are, or something. It's kind of saying that, like,
are you talking about in that pool whenever the alpha was bringing that one dude in there, in that pool where some of the dead zombies were? You talking about that one where it shows like his eyes were kind of blue?
Yeah, well, some of that, and then like you could see a zombie getting shot in the face and it's showing metal.
Yeah.
Like when it died.
Okay.
Like there's moments like that, and there's a bunch of like hints to like the government trying to create zombies before the alpha was made and shit, or trying to create like the ultimate super weapon before the alpha was made and shit.
Yeah.
And shit, where was I going? That's why the mission technically is to get the bride's head to control the dude or kind of bend under their will and shit. That's the main mission. It's not really about the money. It's just to get the guy in there to do it.
Yeah.
And just minor things like that, where I feel like this was made for sequels rather than this was made to be a good movie.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Almost like an opening to make better movies, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. It's made to raise questions and kind of create conspiracies rather than, bro, the fucking vault had the Snyder Cut cartridge holder that for Justice League, like it had that in there for like an Easter egg for the Snyder Cut. It had those in there. It had Saddam Hussein's assault rifles apparently in there, like AK-47s, and then it had money. Like it was like it's just a Easter egg, like fucking museum of shit.
Yeah.
All the posters and movie shit throughout the whole city. Like Simon and Garfunkel's tiger, that's their tiger. Like there's posters all about that tiger.
Purposely put there so that way it makes you want to rewatch it so you can see those scenes.
Yeah, that's basically, and that's where I feel like they went wrong. Instead of making it a fucking classic zombie movie, boy, I'll go back and watch Dawn of the Dead countless times just to watch that shit.
Is Dawn of the Dead the one
that is
it's like the army guy that revives and he actually can use like guns and shit?
Or that Day of the Dead.
That's Day of the Dead. Okay.
That's Day of the Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Day of the Dead is Zack's first entry, I guess, to this.
Dawn of the Dead, yeah.
Is it Dawn? I thought it was Day that he did.
No, Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, yeah. So okay, never mind, Brooks, you're good.
Because Dawn of the Dead, people are saying that this is like a prequel to Dawn of the Dead eventually, or like they're hinting at it.
Okay.
He said it's not connected, but the ending where the black guy survives, he goes on and he's the one bitten. He leaves the state, goes to somewhere else. People are saying people are saying he's the start of the movie Dawn of the Dead and shit, or he's what starts it later on. And he's very interesting in his own self. I'm not going to cut off Austin because he might have something to say about him that I might try to say, but he's got some Easter eggs within himself as well. So,
well, all I'm saying is that that scene where it shows he got bit, I don't think he ever got bit, because when that scene where he's fighting off the zombie or the alpha, and the alpha's right about to bite him, and that guy hits that guy on the head, pushes him in the safe, he never got bit. It shows the same area where he got bit. So how did he get bit? He was in the safe the whole time. It doesn't even show he got bit the whole movie until the end of the movie where it shows that.
I think he did get bit, but I think he's immune, and he's gonna find out he's immune.
But when did he get bit?
I'm saying like maybe it's something we didn't see, and it'll explain in the second one. I agree though. Because even I was like, when the fuck did he get bit?
Yeah.
But my whole thing, I was like, either that's showing that, like Jake's saying, that's going to be basically he's going to be the carrier to go into the next town and fucking wreak havoc, or he's immune, and then they find out he's immune, and then people are trying to hunt him down to get his blood or some bullshit. It's probably not the immune thing, but it could very well be the carrier thing too. Yeah. Or it could be, how the fuck did he start turning when he hasn't gotten bit?
Yeah.
So this could be a big spoiler for what they're going to try to do if their writing is good enough. If you
this
guys
all
know
ties
about
in with
Omega,
Justice League.
If you guys know, shut up. If you guys know about Alpha and Omega, it means the beginning and the end.
Right.
I guess technically. So the black guy has a tattoo of the Omega symbol on his chest. I don't know if y'all know that.
Okay.
So he could be infected, but like Derek said, or he could have gotten bit. But like Derek said, the Alpha was the beginning. He could be the end, basically meaning he's the cure, or he holds the cure, the secret to it, etc. Or he could just bring the end of time. I do not know.
Yeah.
They could do it either way. It depends on how much money or which one will make more money. But that's a bit, because I think in the opening credits or whatever, that symbol's revealed, and then it doesn't really touch on that anymore. Like when I saw it, it was really early on, during his opening fucking fight or whatever the shit is. Yeah. But I feel like I said, this is more or less an Easter egg drop for the future. So like when you see the next one or the next 2 or 4, God forbid, that you can go back to this and you're like, oh wow, they hinted to this all the way when Batista was breathing. Wow, that's crazy. Or Batista will come back and he's gonna be like Vin Diesel and Fast and Furious, like, I love family and shit and cars. So how do you feel about the Omega cutting out a baby and them, fucking?
That was intense.
What?
How do you guys feel about the zombie fucking and like?
Okay, good. Because the way you worded that was a little bit yikesy.
Sorry.
The way you worded that was, how did you feel about the alpha fucking the baby? And I was like,
well, because in
what
my
movie
head,
did you watch?
In my head, all I pictured was him like holding the baby in his hands and shit, and then I was like, yeah, and like the idea of them being able to fuck and procreate. But to you guys, all it sounded was like, hey, how does it feel about the baby getting sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, okay. But yeah,
Leave it up to Zack Snyder, bro, to fucking.
Wait, you mean Robert? You mean Rob Schneider's brother?
Yeah, dude.
Zack Snyder. I mean, I guess they're doing that so that way the zombies can have some sort of like either mortality or longevity, because I mean, if it's not, then it's just another zombie film.
Yeah.
Like I think like Jake, calm down. I know you hate it. I think they did that because they not really original, but they wanted to have something where they could have some sort of depth with the zombies instead of it just being like, hey, we got to get a new lead character to fight the zombies. Yeah.
This one will be stronger than them all.
Yeah.
It will be able to
It's like-
procreate with another zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because look, you got to think, if the zombies aren't eaten because there's low food, what else can they do besides walk around? It's fuck. So there's got to be like
Baby fucking.
780 like 1,000 zombie babies just all around Vegas right now, just getting fucking plopped out and then dragged along because no cords were cut. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah,
like,
what do you think? What do you think her moaning voice is? She already screams.
What the hell?
I mean, if I had to write a fan fiction,
Not even
Bad
fan fiction, bro. They gotta
scenario.
make that shit happen.
Too much fiction.
I want to see some zombie tits flapping as she's fucking bouncing on top of
he
that.
bites her shoulder so hard it rips off her fucking trap.
She's like,
Like-
"Fuck yeah."
Yeah, fuck.
Yo, what if like they can only talk when they're fucking? That would be hilarious.
How would it work today?
Oh, you know, I sent the tiger on this one guy, and you know, he bit his fucking
Yes,
fucking head off.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Austin was only infatuated about the fuck, not talking. Just zombie fucking.
Well, I'm
That's
just
all we were doing.
being realistic here,
So how many
guys.
people have you turned today? I have a few.
What the fuck? Oh, just a few.
Just a few.
Oh shit!
I hate this guy. Asshole to earlobes. You know, he's great.
Asshole
Jesus
earlobe, it
Christ.
was lit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I mean, so if you watch this movie, you basically just got zombie fucked. So that's basically our whole,
Zombie fuck.
our whole correlation with that conversation. I mean, it was a good 2.5 hours of bullshit.
I feel like the movie had more dialogue than there was a lot of shooting zombies. I mean, I feel like there was less zombie attack and more story. And that's what I didn't expect when I watched when I first thought about the movie and watched the trailer for it. I thought it would be like a video game where you just see nothing but destroying zombies and less story to it. Which I think is fine, that story, but
No, I wasn't trying to interrupt you. It was just, just fucking. I got something to talk about. Whenever y'all.
Tried the Vulcan.
Yeah. Give me the double horns. Now lock them with me. Sorry. But I wasn't trying to interrupt you, Austin.
no, you're
but
good. You're good.
I'm
one
sorry,
question
Austin,
I
I'm
didn't.
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Austin. I apologize for interrupting you. Sorry, Austin.
No, it's all right. You go. You go. I was done. Y'all go.
Are you sure?
Were you
Yeah,
done?
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm done.
Okay. Well, I was really only going to raise the question of with them running into the kind of clone versions of them, or like the dead corpses that looked exactly like them, and the black guy raised the question of like the time loop.
Mhm.
If you guys remember that, I don't know if you guys were drunk or asleep at this point,
Vividly.
but okay. Where like they were wearing the exact same shit that they were wearing, and he was like, "Bro, what if this is like some sort of time loop, and we're trapped in here by the." I don't know the main dude, the casino owner's name.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So what if that's a hint to like a future movie, and then it's like, oh, see, they raised that question at the beginning. He was self-aware. That's why he's the Omega. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it was more or less an on-the-nose thing than them actually conducting a great story for 4 movies.
Yeah.
Now this is me saying this with the first movie. Maybe I'm just doing the hipster thing and hating on it while it's new, but later on I'm gonna be doing the hipster thing and loving it when it's old.
I mean, it might. The second one and the third one might be better than the first one.
But let's be real.
Might make it a more
Name one series of anything that has had a
Spider-Man.
better sequel than the first one.
Spider-Man.
Thor.
Which one?
Spider-Man 2. The first one, Tobey Maguire.
You think so?
You think Spider-Man 2 is not better than Spider-Man 1?
Dude.
The Dark Knight.
There you go.
Oh, yikes.
Shut your ass up.
Yikes.
Shut your ass up.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Shut your ass up. Lord of the Rings?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Fourth, I mean, I want to count the second one, but I count the third one.
Okay, but hold on. Fellowship of the Ring? God, I'm going to go on a whole fucking... Okay, I'll just say real quick. Fellowship of the Ring had better dialogue than Twin Towers. The Two Towers did.
Oh my God.
My bad, dog.
Yikes.
My bad.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
Is it kind of fucked up if I just pictured Legolas running up staircase after staircase with a bow, just like, fuck, this is a lot of stairs. Fuck. Or like holding two people on his shoulders while he slides on a shield down the staircases.
Yeah, he's running up the
I'm
staircase
sorry.
and he's like, is that a bomb set next to those beams? What the hell?
I can make a really horrible joke right now.
Oh, as
Okay,
if
I
that
would
one he
like
just
to
made
hear
was
it.
not one?
Okay, no, I'm gonna do it. Okay. So what if he slides out of the front door of like the collapsing tower, looks at Gimli, he's like 1297, and then it just fucking falls. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm sorry.
Holy shit!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Oh,
Don't be sorry.
don't cancel too soon. Oh shit. Gimli's like, it still just counts as one. Oh shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
I hate that that's so good that I have to keep that in. Okay.
Oh,
Anyways,
What were we talking about?
crying.
I was trying to say that what's been a better sequel to the original.
I think I just made. I think
yeah,
I'm saying, I mean,
yeah.
mine doesn't count. What I was saying was, it might not be the second one, but the Thor movie, the third one, was better than the other
Yeah,
two.
do not bring up the second Thor. God damn it. Captain America.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Scream.
That was Winter Soldier.
Shut the fuck up. There ain't no goddamn way Scream 2 is better than Scream 1. You just trying to get me fucking pissed off right now. I swear to motherfucker, if you goddamn think
It's
fucking
working,
Scream
bro.
2 was better than Scream 1, just because motherfucking
working.
goddamn Timothy Oliphant was in there does not mean the motherfucking Scream 2 was better, alright, bitch? I'm about to rip this fucking mic off this goddamn stand. Scream 1 is the only good film in that entire fucking series.
Scream 2 is better.
Thank you all for having me.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was at the Twin Towers and I started blasting. Okay. All right. Cool.
God, dude.
So anyways, I walked in and I just started blasting.
Michael, that's a pretty good joke. It's like 1297.
Once I had it in mind, I could not
That's
say it to
fucking
you guys.
hilarious.
It's so good.
Fucking hell. Okay. But that's the thing is maybe this could just be a setup for everything else to come. But if it's all prequels and shit, that's not gonna save this. It's not gonna make me feel anything else about the guy in the safe dying. It's because I liked him in this, but it's not gonna be like, oh no, he died though. Oh, even worse. I do not see this being salvaged or saved to be like, oh, this is one of the greatest zombie trilogies I've ever seen. This is insane. I kind of sounded like Alex Jones there for a second. I apologize.
He was
turn the
fucking
freaking frog's gay.
He was
Yeah,
fucking
turn the
fucking
freaking
frog in the ass.
Oh
was
shit.
28 Days Later a zombie or a vampire movie?
Zombie.
Both?
Yeah. They're one and the same, essentially.
Eh,
They both
Well,
like
it
depends on your
Ghouls?
depends on your definition of vampires.
Yeah.
Are they ghouls?
No, they're zombies. I just don't think they call them zombies in there. I can't remember.
Yeah. Fucking sprinters? I don't know. Just
Runners?
cardiovascular gods? Jeez. I don't know, dude, but I'm dying immediately in that fucking world.
Oh, yeah,
If
because
they-
they do fucking run everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, if they run, bro, Zombieland taught me rule number 1, I would die immediately. Cardio? Yikes.
Yikes. I see this being a trilogy of the first one just being like I know you don't want a trilogy, Jake, but we're gonna have to review it. We have to review it.
Fucking trilogy.
We have to review it.
Don't
Jake's like,
say
oh,
that.
2.5 hours of bullshit.
I don't want a trilogy.
Oh my god.
But Jake, you know what's gonna be the greatest part is when the last movie comes out. That last 10 seconds of when the last movie ends, you'll never have to fucking watch it again. And it's done.
Well, I can't wait for the sequel. I can't wait for the next one to have John Cena in it. And then the one after that, Brock Lesnar's got to make an appearance.
Yeah, but
That's
isn't
not
John Cena a decent actor?
Yes.
Yeah, compared to Batista, yes.
Well, he's kind of like The Rock, where like he's got the charisma to kind of make a character funny.
Well, I mean, I think
Actually,
he
is
Cena's
good.
been more
I was gonna
movies
say
than
he
Batista,
has
right?
he is really good in movies. Now that I think about it, he's really funny.
Look, if you go back and watch 2008 or 2008's fucking The Marine, I recently rewatched that. It's actually not a badly acted movie for
not
being
bad.
a WWE movie. And I was kind of surprised when I rewatched that. I said, it's got some decent actors in it, and I'm kind of having a good time watching it. So I'm kind of weirded out right now, but because I thought it was just going to be a nostalgia trip of me being like, why the fuck am I watching this?
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm always down to watch The Marine, bro.
All right, quick question. I know that y'all's favorite movie was rated for a
mine is. I don't know if that's Jake's favorite movie.
Okay. Well, what was
I never have a bad time watching it, but I don't have the option to watch it all the time.
Like I said, other than Ready to Rumble,
yeah.
Yeah.
What
other movie? What was y'all's favorite? Like, what's a movie I really liked that was actually the main character was in wrestling?
The Chaperone with Triple H.
Okay.
Blade Trinity with the Triple H. I don't.
I think mine was the Condemned. That was mine with the.
Yeah, Condemned was
Steve
it was
Austin?
Basically Hunger Games before Hunger Games.
Yeah, but it was.
But I would say,
Games.
yeah, I would say the Marine or 12 Rounds. Both are. If I'm excluding The Rock from it, because I can just say all of The Rock's career.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that's the case, shit, I'm kind of a sucker for the gameplay. I'm kind of a sucker for all that.
I get that, but don't you have to like stop at a certain point with The Rock? Because like, I mean, I know he does still do wrestling at some, but like now he's like more a full-time actor than he does wrestling.
He's
such
a polarizing wrestler. He's the only one probably out of all wrestling that he could not work for 15 years, come back, and he would get more of a crowd besides Steve Austin than anybody else. So Vince would be stupid to be like, yeah, you can't come on.
Right.
Because he knows if he does that, then AEW is going to sign a contract with him, and they don't want to do that. Yeah. Because they're already losing wrestlers. I mean, they're losing wrestlers that are 90 years old, but still, they're still losing wrestlers to AEW.
Yeah, they're doing what TNA did.
Yeah.
But the thing with The Rock is, as an avid wrestling fan to the point where whatever The Rock does, I want to be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he hasn't shown up. You still know of him. I want him to be the fucking president. So, yeah, he needs to be the people's champ, you know?
God, I want him in the debate so bad when they ask them a question. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I just want him to do that one time, just one time.
Yeah, sir. Sir, how do you feel about what China said? What did China say? Well, they said, it doesn't matter
what China said.
You tell
he
Vladimir
gives somebody
Putin
to look like
to get his ass right here down the ring.
Exactly,
right
Brooks.
Yeah. But I guess you can cut The Rock's career off like around the Disney Channel. I guess around the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
And like before the Tooth Fairy, but after that, that's when he became.
What about the game plan?
Right.
Well, the game plan would have been one that I just said I loved downright. Fucking.
And that's all I was confused. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Scorpion King and other shit like that. Like his early career stuff isn't bad.
Because I know that he was like acting while he was still in wrestling, but I know he's now separated more into acting and less into wrestling. So I wasn't know of like how to differentiate between those two, because you don't like. Yeah, I know he's a wrestler, but now he's an actor more often. So I don't know. When I was asking the question of what movie you would pick, that was more that's still wrestling in a way than compared to what The Rock is.
If people watching, if they follow The Rock's career, if they really want to know if he's a decent actor and can play like any kind of part, go watch Be Cool. He plays a very what do you call it? What's the fucking word? Convincing gay dude in there. A gay dude bouncer. He's hilarious. Like I said, he has the charisma. You can have all these actors that have charisma. Doesn't mean they can act. Rock is a person that, like, regardless of in the ring, I mean, we've seen people like that. For instance, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, it like has probably close to what The Rock has. As far as mic skills, I think The Rock is I don't know. I feel like honestly it's a tie between the mic skills between them two, in my opinion. Austin, but I think the reason Austin probably gets close, only reason is because people have come to basically anytime Austin comes up with a saying, they say it in the crowd. The what? Still goes on. He's not even there.
1 bear.
2
bears.
bears.
3 bears. A margarita.
That's really good, dude.
1 double cheeseburger. 2 he's probably, besides The Rock, is probably the one that, like, you still have stuff that's being said, but I don't know. I just feel like that with those two, like, The Rock can do any kind of movie. I feel like Stone Cold probably could have done any kind of movie, but I feel like he was kind of done with all that traveling and all that bullshit. And now he does his podcast in his own fucking domain. He just gets to sit and chat. And the podcast is kick-ass, by the way. Roll it.
Did you say kick-ass? But yeah, all he wants to do is sit back, drink a few beers, and talk about war stories. I cannot blame the man.
But
bear, if you want to compare it, you said what now?
Just how you say, you're like, 1 bear, 2 bear.
1 bear, 2 bears, 3 bears.
That's so good.
A margarita.
This is what happens when you get a wrestling fan that will rewatch it.
I'm gonna march down to that ring and I'm gonna open up a can of whoop ass. But if you want to compare, so just take Batista over here, who never had great mic skills in wrestling.
Yeah.
Never really had a lot of personality. Was just the big, strong powerhouse baby face.
Yeah.
Then you take John Cena and The Rock, who, love them or hate them, they are entertaining in the ring, whether they're talking on the mic or not. So they are gonna be entertaining, whether you like them or not, in a movie. Fucking take Trainwreck with John Cena. He's not a main character, but he's just in there for comedic relief, and that motherfucker's hilarious in Trainwreck.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys watch Sisters with Tina Fey and what's her name?
That was
where he's Pazuzu, the
hilarious.
drug dealer.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
Bro.
I think my favorite movie that still had some WWE guys in it is The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I like
That's a
that
good
one.
one.
That's a good one. So, but
Don't
bro,
close
that's
in it.
literally
Yeah.
it's literally just football wrestling. Because if you made that a wrestling movie too, it's the same fucking.
Who
drank all the damn Gatorade? Like, bro, oh shit!
Who's that guy?
Vin Diesel.
My nipples hurt.
Who was that
You know,
guy
you
again?
just never
What's
want
his
to
name?
talk.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diesel.
Bro, to see Kevin Nash have more personality in that movie than he did in most of his wrestling career.
Yeah.
Even
Bro.
I was like, why are you not acting more?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I feel
Like,
like unfortunately though, it's because he's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, but I
Kevin
couldn't
Nash,
tell if those
Diesel.
were his jokes. But I couldn't tell if those were his jokes or his humor. But the way he delivered them, man, it didn't matter. It was still fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's the same thing with. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could have all these best fucking lines, but if you can't have somebody deliver them, you can have fucking Shakespeare write the script. Unless you have like someone like The Rock or you have someone like fucking goddamn Leonardo DiCaprio, it's not going to be delivered correctly.
So I'm sorry to bring up Trainwreck again, but even with LeBron James in Trainwreck, bro, that motherfucker was pretty fucking entertaining in the movie. Just being the best friend of the scrawny little white dude who's not athletic at all, just swatting balls away in the gym, just fucking.
Yeah.
Like, do I think Space Jam 2 is going to win awards? Not saying that. But do I think if he retired now and was in movies?
Yikes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying Space Jam 2 is going to be even close to the first one. Dude,
Yeah.
did you see how they censored Lola Bunny? I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see
but
bunny titties.
like, look, if
They
the
took out
world
Pepe
was
Le Pew because
if the world was
whatever.
like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I could just go into the cartoon world, God. but like, I'll just
Yeah,
drool
you're picking
courtside
hair out
while
of your
she's
mouth.
playing. I don't give a fuck. I just need the voice actor to like quote that movie a few times, and I will be happy. But
I will be wet.
I'm gonna watch that movie tonight now. But so I'm not saying this is gonna win any awards, but even if LeBron retired like tomorrow or after he wins or does his thing in the playoffs, whatever, and went to make movies, I feel like it'll be a similar effect to where he'll be successful in movies as well, just because he's got that kind of character and charisma, just being that kind of person, the charismatic person he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Batista, outside of Drax, really, because to me, this kind of showed me that a lot of it is the Marvel writing and their delivery and directing.
I just love how you went on a rant about how LeBron's pretty good, and you went all the way back to Batista sucks dick. Like,
well, because I was trying to rein it back in, because for about 10 minutes out of 15 of that, we were talking about wrestlers and movies. And
yeah, but that's what we fucking do here. Who gives a shit? I'm probably not gonna cut any of that out, to be honest.
What movie were we talking about?
But okay, I was gonna say that I was trying to say the joke at the right time, but you know why LeBron's a good actor? Have you seen his flops?
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, I got the wrong sock on. My leg broke. Like,
but I mean, I honestly,
little touch.
I don't really say.
That's pretty good. What movie were we talking about?
Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Dead of the Night.
Evil net dead.
I can't wait for the next Alpha to be the Undertaker.
Army of Life.
Dude, yes. Yo, that's another thing. I want to see the fucking Undertaker in something, even if he's just a bad dude.
Well,
even if
if he was either, I could see him being like a funny comic relief, like biker character where he looks angry, but he's actually like really funny. Kind of like the Aquaman scene where they look like they're about to fight him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, where he's getting fucking sucked off in the bathroom. He's like, but you will.
And then whenever he comes, the gong goes off.
Yeah, this head's bussing.
He's like,
I'm crying.
Oh, you will rest in peace. Oh shit!
Doesn't he have a theme song? So his theme song would go behind once he
That's what I was
finishes?
saying. When he's about to bust, the fucking gong goes off.
Now, what if he's talking? He's like, dude, don't I know you from somewhere? No, I don't know what you're talking about. And then all of a sudden you hear a gong and he just, I gotta go. And then he just leaves. Like, if they made some self-aware comic relief shit with The Undertaker like that, I'd be so happy. Like, as a fun.
That's actually a good idea. That'd be fucking funny if they put him in there, Jake, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, it's like, have I seen you on TV? No, gong. Fucking. I'll be right back. Just fucking gets a hat out of nowhere and he just fucking starts
what time
running
is it? Yeah, what? Like, he raises his hands all of a sudden, the lights go dark, and then he disappears. Like, who the fuck was that?
I don't know. He's a great guy, though. He's nice.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy. Definitely nothing supernatural about that.
Yeah. So what do you guys expect to see in the other movies? You know, they're good. They're gonna happen. It's Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
People are on a dick writing schedule right now for Zack Snyder because of Justice League. So
it's that good, and then he does this shit.
No, what I'm saying is, like, look, even if Justice League was bad because of what WB did to Zack Snyder, they would still be like, let's give him some. Yeah.
The video of him saying "suck it, Warner Brothers" is going viral right now just because of that.
Yeah.
So you're not wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, his words, not mine, but suck it, Warner Brothers, and then it just cuts off, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
like, So how long do you think the next one until it comes out?
2023.
Did you say 2020-30? What the fuck?
No, 2023.
Oh, I said 2020-30. I was like, I hope it's fucking that far in the future. I'm fucking watch it.
2090. So I could be dead.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Well, this movie came out in was supposed to come out in 2020. So, depending on if they've already started, then I don't suppose it will take very long.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it even comes out next year, if they've already technically
like
it.
Mid to late next year or early 2023 maybe.
Well, and also the fact this is like it's on Netflix, so maybe they'll have a better chance of getting this out quicker than it would be like on, you said, like WB or other big movie companies.
And maybe they get better writers. I don't know what the funding was like for this movie. It feels like they spent it only on the fucking visuals and the choreography. Look, if they just make a good cohesive story, this could be really good because the action's there. It's just nothing felt significant enough for me to care.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to talk about that scene that they tried to make look cool, but you could definitely tell he was on a harness whenever Batista was hopping between each table? There's no way that he's that light-footed. I'm sorry, but when he was jumping, you could tell that he was like lifted a little bit when he was.
No,
he was easily being like that. 100%.
Hey, I sent you the gif of him jumping from table to table, slamming some motherfuckers down. So I assume that was all pure animal strength that he bestows upon those Drax power legs. I can't defend this, bro. He was harnessed. But
I was just waiting. I was letting you.
He was trying. You were trying.
I feel like Paul Heyman trying to defend Brock Lesnar not being able to fucking speak.
Effort, Jake. A for effort.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody watching this is realizing that if let's say that I did cut this out, this was probably 13 minutes of the actual topic, but I'm going to leave in all of this because this is just like the Army of the Dead. There's only about 13 minutes worth of watching the movie, and I want to make this a little bit longer. So this is not, at least this filler is a little bit more watchable than what the filler was on that movie.
Just,
the fuck it is.
Just compare this to something we enjoy, like Invincible, and then you understand.
Okay. I'll go last. Austin, how would you compare this to Invincible?
No, I mean,
I don't know if there's any comparison to go to this.
Okay. How about this? The worst movie you've ever watched. Compare this one to it.
Ooh.
What was the question?
The worst movie you've ever watched that you can remember. Compare Army of Dead to it.
Chernobyl Diaries.
That was our first memory together, you fuck.
It was. I love the memories, but that movie was. I hated that movie.
What?
Yeah.
Apaches? What?
I hated that movie.
Yuri have beef jerky? It has so many quotes that are.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have your opinions. That's fine. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough.
Opinions.
You know what? Fair enough.
I want Austin to have his opinions, and then I want Derek to go off on him because I'm curious to see what Derek would say.
You know, hey, it's 100% fine. It's 100% fine.
I want to know what your problem is with it, because then I have a problem with it.
Look, you know what? It's fine. Just give me
I feel like Austin's about to get kicked out of the.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just like.
Yikes! Brooks is about to pass the fuck out.
I think the worst movie I've ever watched.
Oh, we just continue with the review. Sorry, you were gone.
It's okay.
We're actually already on the next movie, dude. You're gone so long.
Miss anything?
But no. Go ahead. Brooks was just talking about like the gore and the scary stuff.
I think the worst, like compared to this movie to the worst movie I've ever watched. I think the worst movie I've ever watched would probably have to be the one that I probably never even watched, which was Halloween, the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Really, you never watched that one?
No, remember what I did whenever I was over at your house? Was it?
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
Halloween or was it a Friday the 13th movie?
No, it was Halloween.
It was Halloween, right?
Me and you watched it, but Brooks was laying
I
on
was
the
laying
floor.
down. I was face first.
Okay,
Yep, I remember.
bro.
Yep.
You can't compare.
Yeah, that's
You
a little
said
different
you-
because okay, you know what? Both like I love both of you two, but goddamn, the twin thing is definitely showing in y'all's distaste for movies
Bro.
because I'm so fucking confused.
Not another teen movie. How about that?
Oh, okay, fair enough. But that yeah.
I
Those
still
two
kind of,
different but I mean,
as somebody who likes She's All That, I still kind of fucks with not another teen movie as well.
that is so funny. I just want somebody to take a dump on my chest.
Wait, is that a quote or is that just you?
Brooks is like, yeah, it's the movie.
For you to make a quote like that, we have to know the movies really well.
Yeah, what if Brooks just like didn't even mention any movies? Like, I want someone to dump on my chest. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's like nobody. It's like somebody that hasn't seen Step Brothers before, and you're quoting the sex scene at the urinal, or like her just whispering at the front door. I just want to roll you up into a little ball and shove you in my vagina. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's so
It's
slippery.
cozy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cozy.
like,
It's warm.
and every time.
Movie compared to this movie?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Like, did y'all have a movie that was compared to like?
I only watch good movies.
Fuck.
I couldn't think of anything to compare this to besides like the polar opposites.
Off the top of my head.
Lily thought you were gonna say Polar Express. I don't know why.
No.
Fuck that movie.
Hey, do you have your ticket?
I'm just playing Brooks. Brooks, please don't cry. I'm sorry. No, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a great movie. Brooks, stop. God, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Let me look around my room, see if I.
Derek, think of like a 2-hour to 3-hour experience that you wish you could get back after watching. Like, think of
Justice
that.
League.
Oh, did you watch the new one, or
I
did
mean
you only
the
watch
original. Well, the first one, the Justice League.
Yeah,
one.
well, but I've never asked you. Have you watched the Snyder Cut yet?
I honestly am going to. I just haven't had a chance to.
Yeah,
it's
you're good.
4 fucking hours.
Oh,
I know,
see,
you said you were going to, but
it was a good one.
What'd you say, Austin?
well, because
I said that was the good one. The first Justice League. I should have done that one, but that was
because the comparisons you can make to that is it's setting up sequels more than making a good movie.
Yeah, which is very comparable to Army of Dead.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You could say that they were so focused on setting up a universe or sequels or a trilogy rather than making a good cohesive story with characters that you care about that you want to see again. Because just like Justice League, because I only watched Joss Whedon's version once. That's all I fucking needed, and I kind of skipped half of it.
And I actually just thought of one that I actually really mean. The Evil Dead remake. Absolutely atrocious.
Look up Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't even think they have.
They fucking better. 65%.
I will watch the movie if it is 65%. If it's 65%, I'll watch the movie.
It'll be over 50.
Yeah,
but I
the
don't think
budget
it'll be
was $230,000 to fucking what? The backyard?
Oh, the wrestling ring jail setup. The wrestling ring jail setup. You didn't see that? Bro, yes! Please tell me it's good.
What is it?
15%.
Yes!
What is it?
Jake is sad.
15%. Un5, not 10. 15%.
How much money did it make at the box office?
What box office? That's not even an option under the IMDb. It just says budget, and then under it says we fucked up or something. I don't know. They spent more money on the fucking goddamn DVD cover than they did the fucking movie. It got a 3.4 out of 10 on fucking IMDb. Yeah, IMDb.
Now compare it to Suburban Commando from Hulk Hogan.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Or you can
Yeah,
compare it to Ape versus Monster and see how that goes too.
Oh, dude, yes.
To be honest, I'd watch that over fucking Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies again.
Same here.
Suburban Commando, IMDb got a better score, 4.5. Rotten Tomatoes,
30.
the same
30%.
score, 15%. Yo, they're shitting on the Hulkster.
Let me tell you something, brother. Oh, fucking Cinderbite! Sorry.
Send that, man.